Alright, this video is only for my friends on the negative side, so if you are on the affirmative side, get lost. There's a different video for you. Okay, negative friends, here's the deal. You already know all the basics, so what happens when you get up here? Well, we already know that you have just your packet, not a pen or pencil. We already know how you're going to stand and speak and what kind of eye contact you're going to make, but what are you actually going to say? Well, you have several jobs. The first time you get up here, you're going to be really antsy. You're going to want to talk a mile a minute to get in a lot of information. Slow down. The affirmative side might have gotten cut off, but you've got to think, they're only up there for 2 minutes. That's a really small amount of time. You have 3 minutes to speak. So slow down, it'll be okay, and you'll get it all in. You only have 2 major jobs the first time you come up to the podium. The first thing you need to do is read your opening statement. It should already be stapled to your packet, it's on a piece of loose leaf, and it's above the crease. It says opening statement right at the top. Can't miss it. Once you read your opening statement, then you're ready to gently turn the page and go to your support. Make sure you read your transitional statement first of all, then read your support. I know that my opponent is wrong because, and go into the reason why you're right. Finally, make sure you say the source, according to CNN.com. Because no matter how good your support is, you're not going to earn a point from the scorekeepers unless you cite a source with it. For all we know, you could have made it up. So the first time you come up, first you read your opening statement. Second, you read as many of the pieces of support you have as possible. You will probably get through all of them. If you get through all of them, you get to make a choice. Does it seem like you've already been up here a while? If so, you don't want to get cut off when you go into rebuttals, so you can simply say thank you and take a seat. If you would like to use all of your time, and you feel like you have enough time to at least say 1 or 2 rebuttals, then you can go into the rebuttals. They would sound something like either 1, my opponent did say that, but she's wrong because. That's if your opponent has already made the claim during their first time up at the podium. The other way your rebuttal might sound is, my opponent may say that, but they're going to be wrong because. That's if they haven't made that claim yet, but you predict they will. As soon as the timekeeper says, time, you better stop talking. Even if you're in the middle of a word, you have to stop. Even if you want to just say thank you before you sit down, you can't. You will be disqualified. So as soon as you hear the timekeeper say time, your lips are sealed and you're going to go sit back down. So the first time you're up, opening statement and all of your support. If you have time, you might even start your rebuttals. The second time you go up, now you are definitely getting to all of your rebuttals. Now, as you read your rebuttals, remember, either they have already made this claim or they might make the claim. They still have 1 more turn to go where you won't be able to respond, so it's better to anticipate what they're going to say than to leave something unread. Finally, towards the end of your time up there, you'll start to feel like you've been up there a while. You better hurry up and make sure that you include your closing statement. It's the piece of loose leaf that's stapled to the front of your packet, and it's on the bottom half. It should say closing statement right at the top of it. Once you read your closing statement, you are officially done with the debate. There's nothing else to say or add. So even if time has not been called, go sit back down. Don't feel like you have to keep talking until time is called. You can sit there going, pulling at your hair and trying to think of what to say next, but now everyone around you is thinking, they're totally going to lose this. They have no idea what they're talking about. It's better to go sit down than to stay up there and confirm that you really have no idea what's going on. At the end of the debate, when everything's been declared, make sure you shake your opponent's hand before heading back to the audience. Even if you lose, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's not worth throwing a hissy fit over. And if you win, it's not like you just won the Super Bowl. Calm down. You don't need to do the Tebow. So with that in mind, have a good debate.